What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the annual Social Club Football Cookout. 31 days, 31 videos. All August long, we're giving you daily football content from the NFL to college football and everything in between. Expect videos on Heisman frontrunners, NFL MVPs, bold predictions, hot takes, and more as we gear up for the new season. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a day of football content. And if you want your voice to be heard, comment your thoughts down below and also join our Discord where we talk about sports 24/7, 365 days. Other than that, go ahead and pull up a chair, grab a plate, and let's talk football. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Social Club where everyone has voice. I'm your host, Jacob, joined with me by Nathan.
Yes, sir. Excited to be here.
Yes, sir, indeed. Well, this is our 31 days, 31 videos. So, of course, subscribe to the channel, like our video, and comment your thoughts down below as always. Also, you can join our Discord where we talk about football 24/7, 365 days. But in talking about that, this video, I want to discuss gambling in sports. Now, I've heard a lot of takes about gambling in sports. So I obviously want to give you our thoughts on it, but also I might actually have a solution to this issue and finding a way for us to like clamp on sports betting before it just becomes over the top and ruins the integrity of the game if it hasn't already. But Garth, I'll ask you up front, just what are your initial thoughts on the discourse you've been hearing about sports gambling, sports betting?
Yeah, it's obviously a crazy world that has escalated to a point at the speed I don't think people thought would. I mean, I feel like 5 years ago it was like almost still, you meet old guy out in the alley, you tell him what you want, you hand over the cash, like old school stuff, and now it's every commercial, every podcast, it's on ESPN, it's sponsors at college stadiums. Like, it's insane how far it's escalated. And even now, I know we were talking earlier about a new thing that Delta announced where they're gonna have like gambling on their seat back chairs where the TVs are, and it's not going to be with real money but flight credits, so you can be watching an NFL game on a Sunday in the air and bet first touchdowns or yards or touchdowns or correct score and all these things for like $10 to Delta Skylines or $50, like whatever it is. So it's crazy. It's everywhere you walk. Everybody's talking about it. People that don't even watch the specific sport they're betting on is super common now. Like that is probably one of the positives, I would say, is that I know a lot of people that maybe didn't watch hockey or didn't watch baseball or the World Cup, but gambling kind of sparked their interest, and now they watch it even if they're not gambling on it. So I would say that's a big positive of it. But yeah, just the escalation of where it's gotten to so quickly is pretty insane.
Real quick, guys, let's talk about the Discord for a second. If you've been rocking with our YouTube channel but still haven't joined our Discord, you are missing out. Because here's the thing, we work very hard to give you guys great videos, but at most, we're giving you at least one video a day. But when you join the Discord, you have access to us 24/7, 365 days a year. If you have a bold prediction that is so unhinged, so crazy that you wouldn't dare put it on a YouTube comment, join our Discord and post it there. Because this is a safe space and we're good people. But trust me, whatever you guys say in the Discord is probably not the wildest thing that's ever been said in that Discord. Because like our motto says, everyone has a voice. So we invite everyone to the table. So here's the move. In the link below this video, or in the bio, or in our Instagram story, click the link to join our Discord. And then I want you to immediately say your craziest, most insane hot take that you could think of. And then we let the conversation begin. But other than that, please enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys in the Discord. Yeah, and I will say this, is that I'm not inherently against sports betting because, number one, let me be transparent, I sports bet. I do it. It's me. I'm guilty, okay? So I do it. So I understand that there's limits to it. I understand people have addictions and things like that. It's the same way I think about casinos, same way I think about drinking, smoking, partying, everything. Everyone has a vice and you have to be able to control it at your limits, right? So I'm not inherently against it. The thing I'm against is just how predatory it is. I get it. It's for profit. You're here to make profit. It's free market capitalism and stuff. If you have the money to pay for ads, you're going to pay for ads and all that stuff, right? But just like what you said, when we're at the point to where we're making everyday life gambling, it's like what are we doing? Like how is this productive? Not only productive, how does this benefit anyone? Like I don't even know how it's helpful for these companies to have certain things like that, because all it's doing is, if you're losing all the time, it's decreasing your spending value, which is not going to allow you to pay for anything. Like you look at the NFL, for example, it's that the NFL revenue, the big NFL revenue, is not only the TV deals, but the jersey sales, the stadium seats, the parking, all that stuff, right? If everyone's losing their money on gambling, then who's going to pay for YouTube TV to watch the sport? Who's going to pay for the stadium to get up there and watch your team? Who's going to pay for the jerseys? It's not all going to go to the highest bidder. So that's why I'm like, all this gambling stuff, I'm like, I don't even see how this is productive even for the sports that it's gambling towards, right? I I don't know, man. I think this is just way overboard at this point, and it's kind of ruining the integrity of the game, because you look at what happened with Texas Tech QB and like many of the other people that are getting, federally investigated for gambling and stuff. It's that, I'm going to be honest, sports are obviously rigged. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, you have current cases, FBI investigations now of players betting on their teams. Like, what more would you need as proof that there's some type of rigging or some type of something going on in the background than that? And these, I mean, people want to argue like, oh, these are bench players, these are whoever and stuff like that. Well, you see what these bench players can do. You look at the NBA case to where they're hustling hard at the end of the game to try to beat the spread. And we've all have seen that. Where we look, it's like, why did this team just try really hard for a field goal when they're down by like 30? And then you look at the spread and it's like, oh, they just beat the spread. And the spread was like 90% on the public and stuff like that. So I think we're just at the point to where it's ruining the integrity of the game, but it's not completely gone, but it's getting very close to going over the edge. So what are your thoughts on that, Garth? And just how widely overly accessible gambling really is.
Yeah, no, it's insane. They have them like in basketball stadiums now, like you see with like the 3-card poker things at casinos at the bars. Like, it's insane. I think anybody that's proven to rig a game that they bet on should be kicked out of the league and vanished into eternity. I know the Sorbsy one's a little different because he couldn't really affect the game, but then you start thinking about like who on the team knows that he bet on things. Are they betting with him too? I mean, we're all guys in our 20s. We're in group chats where people are sending what they bet on, and we were probably doing that in college too. So I'm sure other people on the team knew about it. I mean, I don't think he was betting tens of thousands of dollars. It looked like he was kind of betting like a normal college kid, $10, $20, $50 bets. But at what point do you draw the line? Honestly, it's a slippery slope, whether it's $10 or $100,000. Like, literally all you have to do is just not bet on your team or the team you're playing. It's really not that difficult. But yeah, no, it's crazy. It's accessible. It's everywhere. You could go from not gambling to signed up and have $10,000 on a gambling site in 2 minutes? Like, it's crazy. I think it's a very slippery slope, but as you said, like, we gamble as well. And you can have fun with it as an entertainment expense or a profit expense. Some people are good at it without it affecting your everyday life. And Um, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say I have some ways that I think you can actually fix it. Number one, I think they should ban the ability to advertise a sport that the app is also allowing you to gamble on. So I think this whole partnership with ESPN or partnerships with like stadiums and like teams and all that stuff, I think that needs to go right out the window. If you want to partner with an influencer, if you want to partner with a sports bar, entertainment center, things like that, that's perfectly fine. But if you're sponsored by the same game that you can bet on, that's obviously a conflict of interest, like without a doubt. Like they're getting paid tens of millions of dollars to put their logo there. You don't think they're gonna bend their ear a little bit and be like, "Hey, like we have the spread at -30. Can you guys just win by 28 and just like run the ball or something like that? Just win by 28. Like you win the game, but like just don't do this extra stuff." Of course, it's happening. It's millions of dollars we're talking about. Whether they do it or not, who knows? I don't have any proof of that, but it's definitely being talked about because why wouldn't you? So that's number one. We gotta get rid of all these conflict of interest here. Number two is that I think judges and federal and all that stuff, they need to harp down more on predatory gambling. Like you hear these insane stories of these VIP gamblers to where the Bryce Harper situation, where the sports book paid for Cameo to have Bryce Harper send the message to this guy that's gambling on their app just to get them to gamble more stuff. And this dude lost millions of dollars because of that. Like that's a level of predatory to where that person should get charged for that. That should be a charge. Absolutely. I get sports betting. I get people losing a lot of money and keeping going and all that stuff. But when it's becoming that bad and you're actively trying to coerce them to gamble and put more money down, like that, you need to be that should be the same as giving drugs to someone. I really do think it should be on the same line.
It's not crazy,
in my personal opinion. Yeah, and
it's not ridiculous.
And then the the last thing I would say is that for anyone caught sports betting on their own team or anything like that, not only should you be permanently banned, but you need a very large fine, like a very large one. Like it should be in adjacent, let's say if you're a college player, to what your NIL deal is. Like 50% of that should be fine or something like that. And send a clear, and the reason for it is to send a clear message. Is to be like, if we're paying you all this money to go out and to perform, don't screw us over. Like, don't do that. If you're the starting QB, do not sports bet. You're going to mess up our game. And you're costing us millions of dollars. So we're going to take your millions of dollars. That's what I think. And you should do it on percentages instead of a flat fee. Because if you, let's say, do $10,000, well, if someone's making 10 mil off of NIL, that's going to be nothing to them.
Yeah.
Versus someone who's making, let's just say, 100K, then that might be more meaningful. So they should get a percentage of what their NIL taken away from them, along with being permanently banned from the sport. But that's my opinion. I guess, what do you think would be something that we can add to like help manage this issue?
No, I agree. I think you should get a big fine, and I don't think you should ever be allowed to be in the league or NCAA ever again if it's on your team or in a game that you're participating in. If it's like, because technically if you play football, you're not supposed to bet on football. Like, let's say someone gets caught betting on college basketball or college baseball or something. If it's not their school, I think there should just be a fine, maybe second offense, then they're banned. But if it's on the team or on the game that you're playing in, automatic ban. Like, make it harsh. There's going to be a couple people that get made an example of, but so be it.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Gotta set the example. We gotta do something, and that's my issue. Is like people are doing like barely anything. Like the FBI is doing something, so I applaud that. But we need more that's done, and it needs to be way more harsh, in my opinion. But You guys go ahead, let us know down in the comments. What do you think we need to do to, I'm not against sports betting again, but what do you think we need to do to keep the integrity of the game along with being allowed to sports bet? I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that. But other than that, subscribe to the channel, like, follow, join the Discord, all that fun stuff. But other than that, stay tuned for the next video tomorrow. Peace out, all love, and we'll see you in the next one.